la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La la. La la. Peekaboo, everybody! Welcome to another brand new episode of course, United Voice of Women. This is Vani with you from the studios of New Jersey, Piscataway, USA. Well, it's always a pleasure being in front of you, and doing all that funny stuff was very, very intentional, because today we are going to have tons of fun with my guest, who is a rollicking, fun-loving girl, and I can't wait to introduce you to her. But before that, I just want you to know, thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, this part of the program once again is brought to you by Kankatalas. Kankatalas, they believe in dressing and treating a woman like a queen that she deserves to be. So you remember that they deliver to your doorstep. So please do log on to kankatalas.com. Well, I think it's officially time for UVW. So what are we waiting for? Are you ready to meet my guest? Everybody, thank you so much for tuning into Mana TV TV5. This is Vani from the studios, New Jersey, Piscataway, USA. Well, it is officially time for UVW, an ode to the woman, a celebration of women, empowerment of women, and of course, inspiration by and for women. Thank you extremely, guys, for tuning in and being a partner with me in this crime to be able to reach out to millions of women across the globe. Thanks to this beautiful platform, I super love it, because this has given me an opportunity to meet women from various walks of life, various communities, cultures, countries even, and they have been enriching me like nobody's business. And I can't tell you how delighted, how proud, and how grateful and thankful I am for this great opportunity that I have, wherein every week a new woman comes here to be our guest, to be our new friend, and just shares with her journey. And when we are actually going with her through her journey, first of all, it is super fun, and second of all, there are so many things that you actually learn. And third of all, sometimes you actually figure out things for each other in these conversations that becomes priceless, like I had with this woman last week. Oh my goodness, it was totally amazing. Jyotsna, I know you know that I'm talking about you. Well, girl, that was some kind of super insight and super revelations and realizations that we've had, and not to shortchange anybody at all. Every single person that has been here with me on this table has been amazing. Like I said, some people give us a smile, some people encourage us, some people inspire us, sometimes some people give us horrible warnings, and I love them the best, like you all know, because at least you know what not to do. अच्छा, बहुत सारी बातें हो गई, और इन रंग बिरंगी प्रॉप्स को देखकर आपको पता ही चल गया होगा कि हे, अब February का महीना गया, बोले तो romance is there, but now it's time for colors. And somebody that is sitting here with me on this other side of the table is a pop of color. So shall I just take the pleasure of inviting and introducing you to my new friend? Yes, This is UVW's new guest being presented to you by Vani Shwetal. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Hi everyone. Hello.
Hi there, Baze. You are one pop of color.
Thank you.
Dear. You look so lovely.
Thank you, Vani.
You
too.
caught me at this at what at Go, because the minute I saw you, coming in, I saw you in that outfit, and I'm like, oh my God, I super love it.
Thank you for the compliments, and I have I've told you that I loved your top, and you're looking gorgeous in this top. It's so blingy, so colorful, and I love glitters. And all my friends knows about it. That I'm just all about glitters everywhere. I'm just loving it. Please give that top to me.
Okay, you got it. You got it. I won't fit into your dress. Otherwise, I would have said I want that dress.
No worries. When I will go to Delhi, I will bring one for you. That's a promise. Yeah, 100%.
Promise,
yeah.
right?
Correct,
और दिल्ली वाले बहुत दिल वाले होते हैं. So I am hoping that one day I'll be wearing a dress like this.
Yeah, you will be wearing this dress very soon. When I will go and visit Delhi, and I will go to the market, and in Rajouri Garden Market, I bought this dress. It's a very nice market. Yeah.
क्या बात है?
I do my shopping from Delhi.
All right, you are from Delhi. All right,
Yep.
Miss Delhi. I know कि दिल्ली वाले दिल्ली की बातों से थकते नहीं. Right?
Yeah.
And like you said today, that maybe today we might want to talk a lot about Delhi. And while we're talking about Delhi, I know that there'll be a lot of Hindi.
Yeah, I know.
हाँ जरूर पानी पी सकती हो तुम. Yes,
sorry.
Please go ahead. No problem.
This season is killing me. It's
Yes, it
all
is.
over, allergies and everywhere. Yeah.
You are so right. So you can always drink some water, but अच्छा ठीक है.
Yeah.
So now on this show what we do, हम सबसे उनकी अपनी कहानी सुनते हैं.
Yeah.
We love to hear their journey.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And we will start off from the beginning.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm ready for that.
क्या बात है? तो फिर can you please tell me, where were you born?
I was born and brought up in Delhi, and
Where in Delhi?
I was born in New Rajendra Nagar.
All
It's
right.
very much close to Gold Market, where I went for studies. I studied in Central School, Gold Market, and SP Marg. Actually, I have changed so many schools when I was young, but finally I ended up in Kendriya Vidyalaya Central School, Lawrence Road in Delhi.
There are tons of people that say, hey,
Yeah.
because they've been there. Okay. All right. So tell me something. Are you the only child?
We are three sisters.
Okay.
I am the eldest one. I have two younger sisters. Yeah.
So tell me, how was it growing up?
It was very nice, and my parents, they have never, never stopped us doing anything, in our life. They were very encouraging. Whatever I wanted to do, I always did that. My dad was very, very encouraging, and my mom was too. And my sisters were my greatest support in all the things, because I was never in cooking, and my sister used to cook, breakfast, breakfast and all meals and all kind of dishes that Shweta Didi, please eat this, and you just go and play hockey. I am the national hockey player too when I was in the school. And
चखने वालों ने आपको देखा नहीं?
That time Chak De was not even released.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is so awesome. So you're a hockey player?
Yes, I'm a hockey player. I went to Tiruchirappalli to play hockey.
Okay.
And I've done a lot of modelings also when I was
I don't
in
doubt
Delhi.
that, but
Even now also, I'm just so just loving it. Wherever I get the chance for modeling, I just never lose it. I go for that.
that is so
Yeah.
awesome, because you are beautiful, you're
Thank
gorgeous.
you too.
You're a confident woman, and why not, right? Well, that part I'm not surprised at all. What I'm surprised about is your hockey. Where did you get that from?
We had lot of sports in school, and I was very, very sporty when I was in the school.
Ah.
Yeah, I used to participate in all the cultural activities like dances and all the sports and everywhere. I was everywhere, I would say. I used to give command at the stage to 3 to 4,000 kids all together. Sometimes there was no mic also on the stage. That's why my voice is little louder also. But that was also fun, I mean, yeah. But
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so I was
Well,
everywhere in the school, and I've done my fashion designing from Southex, and I've done my correspondence from it's BCommerce from Delhi University, and then I started my
lot of things, girl.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of things. So
Yeah.
dheere dheere jayenge. Alrighty. So when you are telling me, so when you were a little girl, you were number one, right?
Yes.
You're the firstborn child, and then you had your sisters coming
Yeah.
behind you. Did they come right immediately?
No, in fact, I would say that I have 2 daughters. They came immediately.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Or sisters came
They-
late?
Yeah.
Yeah, kitna? 3 years, 4 years?
My second sister is, I guess she's 5 years apart from me, and my youngest sister is 8 years apart from me. Yeah.
So they did take time.
Yeah.
They did take
Yeah,
time.
right.
So how was it? I mean, for 5 years you grew up like a single child, right?
Yeah.
So it would have been different. Are you very close to your sisters?
I am very, very close to my sisters. They really love me, and we miss each other very much, so much. Yeah.
Did you play the real Didi role with them?
Uh,
Or more like a mother role because you're already 5 and they were little babies?
I was more like a friend for them.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was more a friend for them. Yeah, not not Didi, but they call me Didi all the time. I mean, but not
Not
I,
the Didi type.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
the
too busy
Didi
in
type.
your own
Yeah,
world.
Exactly.
Kya baat hai? I got that when you said my sisters make different things for me. And they
I
said, please
know.
eat Didi and go and
They
play
used to
hockey.
serve me
Very
all the
nice.
meals. Yeah. Even now also, whenever I visit India, in Delhi, I never step in the kitchen. Even if I'm staying there for like 2 months, they always tell me, Didi, you please sit. I'm so blessed to have them. So much blessed.
Aw, that
Thanks,
is so awesome.
Shivani and Sugandha.
How sweet.
My
Hi,
sister's name.
Shivani and Sugandha.
Yeah.
Aapke bare mein lots of good things here.
Yeah.
But let's see what Didi tells about herself, okay? So let's talk about. So did you share things with your sisters?
Always, yeah, always. I used to share my things with my sisters, and we used to fight a lot also because, we were 3 sisters, and, sometimes, if I bought a nail paint, my sister would go open the drawer and, start applying the nail paint, and, there was a fight starts at that time. You took my nail paint, you took my rubber band, all these, sister fights. Oh my God. But, I really miss them, and what to say.
By the way, about your style, where did you get it from? Mommy, daddy? Where? Who was the stylish one between your parents?
My mom is much stylish. Yeah.
She is? I can see that. Okay. Well, Delhi, mein everybody likes to have some kind of style.
Exactly. Everybody likes to dress up and, wants to become more stylish and stylish, every day. Yeah. So I guess, I've seen all the Delhiites and, all the, Bombay and even in Calcutta, everywhere, all the girls have been changed a lot.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, and they like to, make over a lot, and they're becoming more confident,
Yes.
independent,
Yes. Girls,
confident,
definitely.
and that's the proudest thing.
That is for sure. No
Yeah.
doubt about it. I
Yeah.
think guys are not even anywhere close to
Yeah,
the
even if you
to the
see the
girls.
results of, when the board results come, or when any college results also come, you will see the higher range of girls are getting into the college because
Correct.
they're really earning good things.
Yeah, I think everything is about change.
Yeah.
So the way the world is changing,
Yes.
okay, the girls have taken it upon themselves
Yeah.
to just hit the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing less.
Right,
All right, girls have
yeah.
become so very competitive.
Very
I
competitive.
don't think the guys are as much about anything. Forget about just
Yeah.
education, careers, looks, dressing
Yeah.
up, in anything and everything. Women are right now.
Yeah, and women are doing a lot of stuff. Even outside also and at home also for the kids.
All rounders.
And especially here in US, we are, I mean, like when I was in India, I don't remember when I stepped in the kitchen.
Correct.
When I cooked, even
Exactly.
before marriage also, I never cooked.
Exactly.
I never cooked.
Exactly.
But you know, as soon as, you know, I mean, when I entered in US, I saw a different life here. I was even not ready for this, you know, that, you know, one day I will be, you know, washing the dishes, and, you know, I will be in the clothes, you know, folding the clothes every time, you know.
I know,
Oh my
laundry.
God.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? We can't go fast forward. We'll have to go slowly, right? So you have to tell me something about. So when you were younger, did you have any? Were you a very studious girl?
Yeah, I was studious, but I would say that, you know, I was more, I was studious as well as, you know, I was very actively participated in, you know, in sports, in my school's activities, and, you know, dances, and, you know, I mean, I was everywhere. I was good in studies also.
You were.
Yeah,
you were.
I was. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So did you have any ambition? Ki you want to become this? You want to become that?
Actually, right now, what I'm doing was my ambition. I wanted to become a model, but I
Wow.
never took it further because I mean, in Delhi, being from a middle class family, it's not easy, to go in that line, and because parents are always scared for their girls, right?
Correct.
So I don't know. I mean, till now, I would say from the past 6 months, I have started coming out from my house because now because now my girls are they're little independent. They are 13 and 14 years old now, and now I think that it's my time also to do what I wanted to do.
So true. But at that time, all you knew is you wanted to become a model.
I wanted to become a model, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like glamorous life. Honestly telling you.
Why not? All the girls
Yeah.
do. All the girls do. Most of the girls do.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Totally agree to that. Okay. So, what I'm trying to get to is that while you were growing up, what was the most a thing that had the most impact on you, let's say, during your growing up, during your childhood? Was there anything that really had profound effect on your personality, or anything for that matter?
I guess being from Delhi, and I belong to a middle class families, and a family, and we are 3 sisters also. I mean, we all know that there is so much eve teasing in Delhi, and even in India. I mean,
Yes.
all over in India, right?
Very true.
So that thing really disturbed me when I was young.
Okay.
Yeah.
It had a profound effect on you.
Yeah, I mean, I never felt so secured when I used to go out. Yeah, because I had to travel in public transportation when wherever I had to go, because we never had a car. I mean, because we never
Lot of
needed
people
it,
don't.
right? So, but that public transportations, I mean, there's there used to be a lot of eve teasing, and
Delhi especially.
exactly. So that really, I mean, when I look back for those days, I don't like that much. Yeah, honestly telling you.
Yeah. So when you were going to college, etc.,
Yeah, right.
it used to be bad, huh?
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
In some places more than the others.
Yeah.
In Delhi, probably they're more daring
Yeah, they're very,
in
yeah.
eve teasing, I
Exact,
think.
yeah.
In Andhra, it is there, but I think not so much in the open, not in
Yeah.
the face. I don't think they have the guts to do it on the face.
Yeah.
Probably out there, or they did, but very few.
Yeah,
Okay.
my mom still tells me that Shweta, when you because my mom was working in a bank. She used to leave at 9 o'clock.
So you had a working mom?
Yes.
Arey wah, not
Yeah.
many people at that time had.
My mom used to work in Syndicate Bank
Wow.
in Delhi. Yeah, so my mom was kind of scared when I used to go out, and she still tells me that, you know, I mean, the most scariest part in her life, you know, when I used to go out and she used to
Aw.
pray that, you know, Shweta has I mean, Shweta just, you know, come home, you know,
Safe.
safely. Yeah.
And your other two sisters too, right? After you.
Right.
So
I guess, I mean, even right now also, I mean, you know, it's getting, you know, it's not
worse.
even, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
getting
not
worse.
getting better.
It's really hurting.
Yes.
Eve teasing and all, you know, it's really very hurting. Yeah.
What do they do really, eve teasing me?
They just follow you
Huh.
and tease you and all these things, you know, all common things.
You know, I have another friend of mine, okay? She's also from Delhi. And she also talked to me, but
Yeah.
somehow, you know, this thing never really caught me this seriously.
Yeah.
She also used to tell me that it used to be so difficult to go out
Yeah,
sometimes.
sometimes, yeah.
And they were not just one, you know, some 4-5 guys that used to follow
Yeah.
her, all right?
Right.
And each one had a different way of doing it that
Correct.
it would scare the hell out of her.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
and you know, sometimes now she has dreams.
yeah,
You know, something like, you know,
Right.
I don't know, she's in a car and she was not in a car in Delhi. But, you know,
She dreams.
she dreams like that.
Yeah.
You know, that maybe she's thinking that car is that place or
Yeah.
whatever, and she feels very suffocated, very scared. Bus, you know, mostly she was always traveling by buses,
Same here.
right?
Because, you know, when we were growing up, there was not many, you know, many cars in all the homes.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
everybody used to, you know, travel through public transportations, you know, I mean, like, you know, auto rickshaws and these, you know, buses, you know.
Yes.
And all kind of crowds, you know, they all just get in. You can't stop anyone.
You can't.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, I used to come from my work. I used to work in Gurgaon in an export house. It was a garment export house. I used to come from my work at like 9 o'clock in the night, traveling through the bus. You know, from one bus stop to another bus stop. It was really very scary for me all the time. You know,
Wow.
and then walking from that bus stop to my home. That was more scary for me.
Wow.
Yeah, all the time.
So first of all, college during college, the kind of crowd that follows you is different from the crowd that follows and does all this when you're you're a working woman.
No, actually, I mean, I guess, you know, that time or maybe this time also, I guess this is all maybe, I guess, I don't know. I mean, it has just become a trend. You know, I'm hearing all the stories from here and there. But the best part is that, you know, when all these things happen, a woman and a girl become more independent
And stronger, I
and
think.
stronger. Yeah, and we can face, you know, all kind of things that, I mean, you know, we are not scared of, you know, facing
Anything.
on anyone. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So they simply follow you in the night and all that, right?
Yeah,
Even if you're
sometimes.
alone, some people just walk behind you.
That was
That's
very scary. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
can be very scary, right?
Yeah.
And what kind of age are these guys?
Mostly teenagers. Yeah, teenagers. Sometimes, you know,
So
they're
sometimes they are even younger than you?
yeah, mostly. I mean, yeah. Sometimes they're younger than us. Sometimes they're older than us. You know, I mean, you know,
You see even really big guys doing that?
yeah.
Huh? Uncle types?
They just, I guess, they just pass their time, or you know, I
You
don't
mean
know what do
uncle
they get
types?
doing all these things. You know, I mean, why don't they think that, you know, that girl who is, you know, walking alone, coming from a work, you know, her parents are also looking for her, that, you know,
Correct. She should come
their
safely
daughter is
home.
coming to home, right?
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, that humanity should be, you know, there in
नहीं,
the
एक बात
world.
बताओ आप मुझे. So these were even the uncle types? Not just the chichora guys from college?
Anybody, yeah, anybody you can count on.
Really?
Anybody, yeah.
I mean, you know, I just want to know.
Yeah.
Kabhi, you know what? There are so many things that we just don't talk about.
Yeah.
You know?
But I guess, you know, I just started this topic because I faced a lot.
It's so important,
this.
and that's a very, very
Yeah.
important thing. Okay,
Yeah,
that
right.
we just eve teasing करके एक term है बस, and we just leave it at that, right?
Yeah.
And there must be so many degrees of it,
Yes,
and
yeah.
suddenly it hit me. You know, though I've heard not from many people. Okay,
Yeah.
I've never experienced it.
Yes.
Okay, I always lived in colonies. My dad was with the steel
Yeah.
plant and all that, so we're in those officers' colonies.
Yeah,
so
right.
So
You were in a very protected- yeah.
I did not see the real world outside. It's because we had our schools inside, we had hospitals, clubs, movie theaters.
Yes, everything inside,
Everything
so-
was inside for
yeah,
us,
right, yeah.
and we didn't really get to see other people. I mean,
Correct.
even when we went to colleges, we had our own company buses.
Yes.
So protected. The bus
Nice.
comes to our house and takes us. It's almost
Yeah.
like a private, bus, right?
Yeah.
Takes you, it picks you up, takes you to the college at the door, again brings you back home. So you
Wow.
know what? I've actually
You were lucky.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I am.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm saying there must be so many people that don't know about it, and some people know about it, but nobody talks about it.
Yes.
Isn't it? We have never, for some reason, talked about it, because this is not something for us to feel ashamed of, right? Basically, it is.
Yes.
It is not about us.
It is all about,
It's about the people who are doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's so important.
And they must feel the
talk about
pain.
exactly.
They must feel the pain of that girl. It's really painful for a family also. I mean, that when they just wait for their daughter to come home.
Oh my God.
And sometimes that daughter, when she enters the home, she is very scared already, because she must have faced something or saw something, someone is following her, so it's very scary to think about those
So they
things.
are walking and following. Sometimes they're on cycle or something.
Yeah, cycle, cars,
Yeah, so whoever is
Whatever.
passing by.
Exactly.
What would they do though? What would they say though? Really?
In Delhi, they just say anything in Hindi,
Like what? I mean, galiyan waliyan dete hain?
No
They
gaaliyan
curse or
yaar.
something, no?
No,
no gaaliyan.
No abuse, no abuse.
Huh.
It's just that, they just wants to be your friends.
Oh,
Yeah, and I don't understand that, if some girl, if she become your friend, what happens after that? What's the use of this?
but if they scare them like this, then how will she become a friend?
Yeah, right. That's
Huh?
true. Yeah.
So what do? They just follow you and they'll say something? They give a letter? They do something?
No, they just, follow and, pass the comments.
Kya bolenge? Good things?
Yeah, good thing.
Oh, they actually give compliments?
Compliments, yeah, they give you that, क्या लग रही हो,
हाँ.
आ जाओ मेरे साथ कार में, इस टाइप से. तो मतलब बहुत, it used to be very scary for, even abhi bhi,
What do you mean
whoever
by
is
"Aa
facing
jao
all
mere
these.
car mein"? Nahi yaar, I mean that is scary. How do those people expect that somebody becomes a friend?
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing that for friendship.
I guess they must have something, in their mind, dirty minds.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. That's
Shwetal,
it.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not possible they want to make friends, yaar.
Yeah, right.
Who will make a friend if you say, "Aa jao mere car mein"?
No, they start coming behind you when they think dirty things about you, and they are really dirty minds, when they start
Yes.
following you.
Following you.
Yeah.
That is actually tough.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And they are also, see, we as girls are talking about our moms and our life.
Yes.
And these boys also must be ऐसे ही some mummies,
Mummy
son,
and बहनें
right?
वगैरह सब होते हैं.
That is
Yeah.
the son also,
Right.
isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't come from somewhere else into this world, for heaven's sake, right?
Yeah.
And these people are doing all these things, and even some married people.
Yeah.
And all, if they're going in the cars and all that, not all are students, right?
Yeah. Right.
Not all students can afford cars at that time anyway.
Exactly.
Right, today,
Right.
yes, I
Yeah.
can understand, everybody has it. But in those days, I would say that they are not even young people, right? If they're very young, they can't afford a car.
Right.
Can they?
Yeah. No, they cannot.
They
don't
cannot,
earn,
nah.
yeah.
Not
Right.
everybody is, going in cars over there.
Yes.
Right, like
Yeah.
today. So the guys that are going in cars and all that are adults actually.
Yes.
And the married men.
Hmm.
With children.
Yeah, that's why I
with
told you. I mean,
wives.
it's the mixture of age group.
All
who
kinds of
follows
ages,
you.
huh?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
kinds of age.
Right.
And
yeah.
all you girls, I mean, you friends and all that, when you would talk to each other, would you talk about this, that guy is following me, this guy is following me?
Yeah, sometimes we used to tell each other that, so that if the same
Guy is
behind one of my friend, or if one of my friend see that guy,
Huh.
she knows that this is the guy, and how to protect herself from that kind of boys and men.
So your
on the
parents
road.
used to know about your dad, your mom?
Not really, because that time parents were not very friendly.
Correct.
Especially when they are both working.
Correct.
They don't have much time to talk to their children, right? So they had few clues that something is not going right, but not really. I have never told them, frankly, that what.
So that
what
kind of
happens.
discussion didn't happen at all.
No, because my
Yes.
mom was always busy. She used to work in. She was a working mom. We were three
Correct.
sisters.
Maybe she herself was facing things like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Because that's the reason
She
why
was
she
also-
you said that she used to pray that you should come back home safe, right? But she never is
It's
talking
not.
to you about
It's
it.
not all about. It's not about me only, Vani. It's
Everybody,
I guess
I know.
all the parents,
They do.
in this whole world, I mean,
But there are different kinds of fears, na?
Yeah.
You
right.
know what I'm saying is, like, for example, if I am late from the kind of background that I came
Yes.
from, okay, so my dad would know, my
That
mom would
you
know
will
there's
be
a
fine.
company bus that must have been
Yes.
delayed or something. They'll call up.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, though the bus drivers won't have the phones over there or something, they'll come call the company.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
So daddy will find out, ki, is there some delay about it or
Yes.
something? So somebody will give him some information.
Yeah.
All right. So they will know that, it is just that.
Yeah, but advantage of that, facing all those things made me really bold.
I'm sure.
Made me really confident.
I'm sure. No, why I said about this was that your mom, you are telling me that you never spoke to her about it.
Not really.
I know. I can imagine even now you're not totally comfortable.
Mm.
It just came out.
Yeah,
but
when you started talking
yes,
about
yes,
daily,
yeah,
then
yeah.
I thought this is the
Very
this is
important thing,
yeah, very
sweetheart,
important thing to
very
express
important.
as a girl. What I have faced and what other girls
Everybody is.
yeah, they're facing.
Everybody is.
Yeah, and I mean, if through me, all the boys and men can get the message, to
Correct.
stop all this.
I know.
Because it's really hurting when we read.
See, even though you grew up,
Yeah.
it stayed. When I asked you, was there one thing?
Yeah, that was the first thing
And that's
yeah,
what you said.
exactly.
So imagine
Yeah.
how much difficult it was for you at that time, though you're saying it with a smile,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it would have been really uncomfortable,
Yeah.
right? Very,
Right.
very uncomfortable. And if your mom used to pray, why I'm saying is she did not know from you.
Yes.
Okay,
from
but still she's
outsiders.
praying.
Yeah.
That means she herself must have experienced people around her
Yes.
doing exactly that with
Yeah.
her. Because at that time, how many working women were there?
Yeah. Not many.
Right?
Yeah.
There were very few people.
Very few. Yeah.
That used to, right?
Yeah.
So maybe she also, she knows, but maybe she was not comfortable enough to talk about
Yes,
it.
yes,
Right?
yeah, I
What do you
guess.
think now? They are more comfortable? Do they talk about it when something like that happens?
I guess now it's all changed. Like, I have two daughters and I'm very much frank with them. I'm very friendly with them.
Of course.
And I tell them, I mean, whatever happens, I mean, just tell me.
Talk to me.
Yeah, talk to me, tell me, I will
And
guide
your
you.
daughters are very young. I mean, they
They're
just
13,
turned.
yeah.
They just turned as into teenagers.
Yes, yes,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But it's nice. No, I was actually asking you about Delhi. Do you have any clue that in Delhi, if it is any better today?
It is getting better because, the age group of my friends,
Their daughters and all that.
their daughters,
Yes, yes.
I mean, they know how to deal with their daughters when they're growing up. How to become
Awesome.
more friendly with their daughters.
Correct,
Because
correct.
that's the important
That
part.
helps, I think.
Not with the daughters, I would say, with the boys also. Even if you have boys,
Yes, tell them what
Yeah,
to do and what's wrong.
Exactly. What is right, what is wrong, tell them. So that, maybe, one day this whole world will change.
I know.
I am wishing for that.
I know. So, Shwetu, just tell me something. When these guys used to do that, you used to respond back to anybody at all or no?
No.
Not at all.
No, because
No.
it was very scary.
Scary
Yeah, it
too.
was very scary situation. we were not, able to look into their eyes at that time.
So in bus, if for example they're doing something, you can't say anything.
Yeah, not
Huh?
much.
Even in the bus.
Not much. Yeah.
Wow, that's only because you're scared that he might do more.
He might do more, and secondly, those boys who does eve teasing, nobody wants to get into that thing. Even if a family is sitting next to me, or an uncle or an auntie,
They don't care.
they will not interfere, because they themselves also scared. Yeah. So yeah.
So it's not just the person who is being teased. Even the people around are so scared that
They are
nobody
also
talks
scared.
about it.
Yeah. Because
That
they
is
also feel so helpless,
sad.
I
Yes,
mean, what
because
can
what
they
will
do?
they do? Because they're hooligans, literally.
Yeah, right.
my
I mean, they can carry a weapon, or they can do anything with those uncles and aunties. That's why they never say a word to anybody. At least
What you have seen.
what I have seen and
You're
experienced.
you're only talking about your experience, right?
Yeah.
That must have been difficult.
Yeah, but that made me bold also.
That is
At
so
the same
true.
time.
That is so true. But you know what? It's not very fair that you have to learn it the hard way. You
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
It's not fair. It's
Yeah.
not fair. But yes, I'm very glad that you're saying that it made you very bold. Who knows? Lot of girls, your friends themselves, might not have all been turning bold. Some people have turned maybe even more
Yes.
what do you call, introverts.
Introvert and
they're not able to express themselves.
Exactly.
Maybe the fear must have
Right.
Done different things to different people
Yeah.
of different
Sometimes they just go in a trauma, depressions.
Correct.
But I was kind of girl, I mean,
Bold. You were a
okay,
bold
you know
girl.
what? Just step outside the house and get ready now. I was like that.
Keep whatever is happening,
Exactly.
I'm going to be tough.
yeah.
I will not let it bother me. I think that's the best you can do.
Yeah.
Because you can't say anything, you
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So sometimes I used to show my anger also.
You used to?
Yeah, so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get so much, mad, so many times on, those guys.
Yes. Used
Yeah.
to say anything to them? No.
I used to, I used to get mad at them, so many times.
Oh, that's good, but you
Yeah.
were not scared?
No, when I start, when I get mad at someone, if, someone is bothering me, so much.
That you can't hold yourself.
Yes, then, I just, bombard or that person that, it's enough.
So
It's
what
my
was
turn
that
now.
that was that much bad that you felt that you had to open your mouth? What did they say? Huh?
You wanna hear it?
Why not? You know why I'm saying it? Because it's not you who did anything wrong, sweetheart.
Yeah, right.
Are you getting me? It's not you.
Yeah,
right?
right, yeah.
It is somebody else. Okay? And if we say these things, who knows? Most of the people are in US today. And I don't know, those guys were all sabzi wala and rickshaw walas to nahi honge na. They were also people from good houses, possible. Quite
Yeah.
a few of them.
Yeah.
Could be.
Right.
Some could be, right? You don't know, they could be anywhere, their father, somebody. At least people should realize, even while when we are talking, it's not just for our generation.
Right.
It is not just for the next generation. It's not just for the older generation. I feel that these kind of chats are so much of interest to everybody, because it's also nice to know where we came from,
Yeah.
where we are going,
Yeah.
and we better be better at every stage.
Yes.
And this cannot be compared or talked until we talk about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody. I mean, we're all talking about this is something very personal.
Yeah, right.
Right? This is very, very personal, right? And maybe if we together, with everybody, join hands
Yes.
and at least make one thing possible within ourselves, that, hey, we are not the ones who need to be feeling ashamed of.
Yes.
Minimum
not.
is that,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Why are we embarrassed? That guy said that word. All right.
Right.
That man said that word. All right.
Right.
That person did something like that. So when they did it, why are we ashamed? Right? Why are we
Right.
embarrassed to even say about it, isn't it? Just a
Yeah.
thought. Well, I'll tell you something. I was a
Yes.
very, very meek girl. Like, you know, I told you, I
Yeah.
was like in a well. Because I didn't see the real world ever.
Yes,
Right?
you were very
so
protected, yeah.
protected my life
Yes.
is. I didn't know there was anything bad in the
yes.
world at all.
Yeah.
Okay? When I got married and got out, the first difference was, you know, now
You
that
grew
house,
up like a queen, I must tell you.
I did, but I'm telling you, the problems of that was that when I came out of that colony, the very first house I lived in was my in-laws,
Okay.
and that is not in a colony.
Okay, yeah.
So now you tell me, the minute I
Yes.
stepped in that world, for me the entire world is different.
Yeah.
I know, and I know nothing. I don't understand nothing.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
but I was there for a very little time.
Yeah.
But still, even that little time, there were so many things I felt everything was new. You know, everything was new.
New for
Simple
you.
thing like power cuts too.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know there were power cuts because in our colonies we don't have that, right?
Yes,
we
yes,
do
yes.
not have a problem with powers. We never had problem with water shortage or water band ho gaya or
Yes,
something.
yeah.
And these are basic things.
Basic things.
In the rest of the world,
Yeah.
you know, these are the basic things. But what I'm saying is, and then I immediately went away to New Zealand.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I actually did not see the world.
yeah.
Okay, and even if it is New Zealand, world is still world.
Yes.
You know, when you don't experience anything at all, like you said, princess is nice to feel,
Yeah.
but it's not really,
A real
really
world.
good.
Yeah.
It's not real world, you know, and when you come into the real world, it takes you so long to see and understand and grow. And today when I'm talking what I'm talking,
Yes.
I myself am very surprised because this shows my growth when I'm asking you what is it those guys said. There was a time when even hearing about it would have scared the hell out of me. Bleep. Yeah, you know,
Right.
because I was that sheltered.
Yes.
So you are actually very, very, very right by saying that, by facing all those things in a way made you a stronger person, bolder person,
Confident.
and most importantly, you know the world.
I know the word. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that is one great thing. But besides that, why I'm asking is, you know, these things should be talked about maybe. You
Yeah.
know, never, you know, a woman should feel it. Now, for example, even in the US, you know, this kind of making you feel uncomfortable, etc. You know,
Right.
though there are laws, etc. here.
Mhm.
All right,
Yes.
for sexual harassment and all that, they're all titles, fine.
Right.
But we all know working.
Yeah.
Okay, here it's very subtle.
Yes.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
extremely, extremely subtle.
Yeah.
But that subtle looks huge for somebody like me that has never seen anything. And for
Yes.
somebody like you, baby, it will really look like subtle because it is subtle.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
But here, people believe that it is not subtle.
Yeah.
You know that those little nuances also, it's wrong.
Yes.
Okay, nobody should actually objectify you.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, should not, right? So
Right.
these are all there, and I think it's always good that we women, whichever part of the world we live in,
Right.
that we should at least try together. You know, because on our own we won't be able to do it. All alone, that okay, I'm going to be, I'm not going to feel embarrassed about this thing, about whatever that person said to me. Why should I be? You know, tomorrow in the office or somewhere somebody said something to you, you can openly tell it to your friend, right? That guy, he was not behaving well.
Yes.
He
yeah,
said this, that's
right.
wrong. We are able to
Yes.
say it.
Yeah. Right.
Isn't it?
Yep.
So I think it should be the same even about India. And who knows, yaar, this show
Yeah.
is actually reaching every
India,
part of the
every-
world.
yeah.
Okay, so even
Yeah.
those guys who are there in India, what is your problem, guys? Right? I mean, it's a good question to ask. Maybe nobody is asking them what is your problem.
I guess they themselves doesn't know. You know, I mean, what's their
Desperate?
problem,
Yeah,
right?
desperate.
Yeah.
For what?
Yes.
You know, desperate for what? Okay, and I'm sure even at that time, a lot of people had girlfriends and boyfriends. People didn't know about it, that's all.
Yeah.
Today,
Right.
they have girlfriends and
And they
boyfriends
know-
and everybody knows
everybody
about it.
knows.
That's the only difference.
Yes.
But I don't personally believe Every year I'm growing up and I'm understanding that it's not possible that in India nobody ever looked at anybody else.
Yeah.
Nobody had any affairs. What are you talking about? Right?
Yeah.
India has changed. India has changed. India is at least not playing double standards anymore.
Yeah, right.
What do you say?
Exactly.
Isn't
Right.
it? They're
Yeah.
not playing
They're
double
not-
standards anymore.
Yeah.
Correct? They're
Yeah.
being honest.
Honest.
Hey, I like that guy. I'm going out
Right.
with him. Period.
Yeah. Right.
Okay? Go, bhaiya. Now nobody's able to say anything.
Yeah.
Right? At that time also, I'm sure a lot of them did it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's very strange, isn't it, that अगर तुम्हें पूछा जाए,
Yeah.
what would you say? What kind of mentality should they be in? See, now you have kids.
Yes.
You have girls, I know you don't
Uh-huh.
have boys, so you possibly might not know that much. But what could be the thought that right now, in my mind, what I'm getting, why these guys do what they do is maybe because they have self-worth issues. I don't know. That came into my mind. They don't have self-worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. That was my thought.
Yeah.
You know, because they're trying to get attention and in the worst, in the dirtiest way.
Dirtiest way. That's true. Yeah.
Right? They're doing it.
Yeah.
They're trying to get attention though. Right?
They
Or-
hurt a girl's feelings a lot, by doing all these things.
I know.
They're making that girl so insecure, so, very, disheartening, it's
Scared.
It's very scared, yeah.
So tell me something. At that time, did you think that all the guys are like this?
Not all the guys
Were you
were
scared
like
of
this.
all guys? Did you have friends at all that were boys?
Yes, I did, but I would say, not all the boys were like this.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, the way you grew up, did you feel like that at that time? Or did you have good friends that you knew that these are good guys too?
I studied in a co-ed school.
So of course you knew.
Yeah, so I guess
You
I
never thought about it?
yeah, never.
Wow. So your mind did not even go to us boys.
Yeah, never. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And do you know something? I have had only and only boys as my best friends forever.
Very nice. Yeah.
It is very recently that I don't have boys as friends anymore. I don't know why it happened like that.
Yeah.
And now it's a lot of girls
Yeah,
somehow. You know,
right,
I'm
yeah.
very close friends. I've always had a lot of friends, but my closest friends, even now if I'll pick up the names would be all three guys. I've been that close and protected environment,
Yeah.
whatever. But I always had only boys coming in and out of my house all the time.
Yes.
So I grew up more like a tomboy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and these friends of mine,
Nice.
these boys, one of them who lives right now in Dubai, all right, very big shot, and this guy and me like this friends. Okay, it's thick,
Yeah.
thick. Okay, till date.
Nice.
Though we don't talk, we just wish each other on our birthdays now.
Birthdays,
Okay,
yeah.
but still that feeling never goes. All right,
Yeah.
and these guys, the way they were, he was so protective about me, and he knew that I was always with so many guys, right? So he had given warning to everybody because you're growing up. So now when they started going to college, they all want to smoke, etc.
Okay.
So apparently he would not let anybody do that when I am around.
Wow, that's
So
nice.
I didn't even know guys drink, guys smoke. I want to sometimes shoot him. That it was very mean that I didn't get exposed to anything.
Yeah. So not only at
whatsoever.
home, you were protected in
Protected
school
in
also.
school, in
Yeah.
college.
Yeah, you were
know,
like
I had life like this.
Yeah.
Especially this one guy was more than enough. All the other guys were also total sweethearts, by the way. They were
Yeah.
very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, but they all later now they tell me, all because of that guy, we couldn't bloody smoke in front of you. Bleep, bleep. Okay, yeah, so we couldn't do that. So what I'm saying is that I always grew up thinking guys are all just like girl, guy, no difference for me ever.
But you can make friends, your classmates can be your friends.
Everybody,
right?
Everybody around.
Your college mates, they can be your friends, but not the outside, who is walking on the road and,
No, definitely
teasing.
not. What I'm saying is, I grew up thinking
Yeah.
guys and girls is no difference. All of them are the same.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But they're
the
not.
same here. I mean, I
No,
got the same
but I'm-
kind of environment at my home that my mom and dad, they never stopped me doing anything.
Correct.
Yeah. So
No. I'm talking about being with boys.
Yes.
I thought it's ऐसा ही होता है everywhere, but that's
Yes.
not the truth now.
Yeah.
Now after I came out and all, of course, I know a lot of people never even spoke to any boys.
Yes.
All right, and there are so many people actually that told me about all these eve teasing, etc., how difficult it is to come back home alone or to go
Yeah,
somewhere,
right.
but I never paid much attention to it. Again, I think, you know, it's all maturity.
Right, yeah.
You
And
know,
secondly, you
as we
didn't
grew
pay attention for this
It never
because
happened
it
to
never
me.
happened because you were so much protected, you know, I mean,
Extremely
yeah, that's why
protected.
maybe, yeah.
Extremely protected.
Yeah.
So now what shall I say? It's bad that I was protected. It was not bad. It was protected. But you know what? Sometimes that is also a big problem. I didn't know so many things, and all because I was so protected. So
Yeah.
you know how you feel in the real world?
Yeah.
Lost.
Right.
You know, it takes you so much more time to grow up.
I guess every day we learned something, you know, we learned something new every day. Every day
So
teaches us
true.
something.
So
Yeah.
true, so true. And I think whichever part of the world we are, even today as mothers at this age with sons, nephews, you know, friends, sons, kids, maybe like what you said about this open talk with
Yeah.
your daughters, it's
Right.
not just with daughters. I think maybe every mother, every aunt, like us, you know, even though we don't have daughters or something, somebody who has sons and we are close to them, we're family, friends and all, maybe somebody should and definitely should be talking to them about
Yeah.
never wanting to hurt
Yeah.
a girl in any way.
In any way. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
While they're growing up, maybe this is important.
Even after marriage also, once parents send their girl to their husband, you know,
In-laws, yeah.
when a girl and a
Gets
man, they get married, a girl come with lot of hopes and beliefs.
Correct.
So, you know, there should be respect between both of them,
Correct.
and the lady, that she should not be abused,
Very true.
you know, physically and
Very true.
emotionally or
Very
you know,
true.
mentally.
Very true.
Yeah, I guess, you know, that's very important to know all the men.
Right? You're very true.
Yeah.
You're very right. See, we always teach our daughters. I remember my mom also would say, when you get married and go there, you know, you should be very respectful.
Yes.
You should talk to everybody
Yeah,
with a lot
right.
of respect.
Yeah.
You should not do anything that is mean or bad.
Yeah.
All right? You
Yes.
should not judge them. All these things, they definitely tell the girls. Right? I don't know if anybody tells anything to the boys. Forget about what happened in the past.
Yes.
All right? But
Yeah.
I'm saying your very good point you told about is, that's what I'm saying. If they start talking about do not misbehave with girls,
Yeah.
respect their privacy, respect their space,
Yes.
all right, don't objectify them. I think this much a mother should definitely tell, because this all starts right now.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
When they're young,
exactly.
when the
Yes.
boys are very young, okay? And I know here it is not as much, but I'm saying that maybe they can't do it openly like how people can do in India. But here also, if it is there inside the mind, they'll still do that with any woman they are with.
Yeah.
It can be a friend, it can be a girlfriend, it can be a wife,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So mind is mind.
Yeah. Right.
Right?
Right.
Here you cannot do it openly.
Yeah.
So then you will do it to the person that you are with.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
And there is a big chance that, you know, this boy that we are seeing, he's growing up in front of us, has those feelings, but
Yeah.
if nobody ever talks to him, he will not know that's
He
wrong.
will not know. Yeah. Right.
He'll never know it's
Yeah.
wrong. You know, there are boys that are bullies with the girls when they're young. We just laugh about it.
Yeah. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
We just laugh and we think that it's okay, right?
Right.
Maybe that's how they grow up, and you know, these things develop within them.
Yeah. Right.
For some people it can get stronger. Right? So I guess today this is a nice takeaway. This is a nice message.
Yeah, this
right?
is
That we
really
can
nice
give it to
message to
everybody.
everyone. Yeah.
All our friends out there, right?
Yes.
That, you know, let's talk to our sons too.
Sons and daughters too.
Daughters, we are
to
anyway
respect their-
talking, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You
right.
know what?
Yeah.
I think I'm not taking it for granted. I
Yeah.
think I am very much right in saying it, because every woman automatically says that. right? Her daughter is turning 12, 11. You start telling her, sit properly.
Sit properly.
Put your legs together.
Dress properly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That those little things.
Yes.
You know, when they are little kids, it's different. You know,
Yeah.
these little things we start off
Yeah.
with.
Right.
You
right.
know?
Yeah.
You know, it's not about now we can't say don't wear short dresses because everybody does. So now I'm saying that the way we tell is now, you know, make them to learn to put their legs together, you know, when they are wearing short dresses, how they
Yes.
should sit down, how they should stand.
Yes.
We teach them, don't we?
teach them, yeah.
So we are already into it. Okay, those kids know it themselves now so much more
Yeah.
than we do. That is good. That is very good. But
Right.
I think as mothers, you know, for our boys,
For our boys
I
also.
think that is the most important thing our generation can do for the next generation by
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
to both boys and girls
Yeah.
equally, all right.
Right.
But I don't think anybody is talking to the boys about anything to do with their behavior,
Behavior.
their
Yeah.
personality, all right. Why you should, and you know what? That's why what happens is they'll just grow up seeing whatever is around them.
Right.
What catches
And
their
they
attention,
just
you
want
never
to
know.
get into that crowd. I mean, they feel, you know, very proud, you know, when they, you know, start all these things.
Exactly.
They think that, you know, I mean, they've also, you know, grown up, and, you know, it's
Yeah.
great to have to
Correct.
do all these things.
Correct.
Yeah, but I
correct.
guess, you know, consequences are always bad.
They are,
Yeah.
But you know what? Nowadays, you can't say, see, drinking everybody does, you know, smoking everybody does. I
Right.
know it's there for everybody, girls, boys, everybody, but we telling everybody, instead of telling them not to do it at all, which is not going to happen. Let us be smarter
Yeah.
than
Right.
the you know, our parents.
That's not even practically
yeah,
possible.
Yeah, it's not. So let's just try to tell them that doing excess of anything is bad.
Yeah.
Right? You can always have girlfriends, you can smoke, you can drink, all this you will do anyway, all right?
Yeah.
But do it all in a way that it does not harm you,
or
somebody
anyone.
else.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
If we are able to give this message to our
Message, yeah.
kids continuously,
Exactly.
regularly, okay?
Right.
And I think now you're right. Our girls also, we have to tell them that, you know, you have to respect a man's mind too.
That's true,
Oh,
because
guys,
you know, not
they're
every
getting-
time
It's
a
the
man
boys.
is wrong.
Correct.
It can be women also who can be
Totally,
wrong.
totally.
So we
You're
can't
so right.
we can't take only, you know, one side.
No,
right?
we cannot. We
Yeah.
cannot. We cannot.
It's only a one side story that, you
You're
know, it's
very
always
right.
women. It can
women.
be men also.
It can be. It
that
can
men
be.
can also be, you know, that can be, you know, abused with the
By the
wife.
women. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very right. You're very right. And especially in today's world.
Yes.
You
yeah.
know, when I think a woman, you know, anything that is suppressed, it comes out.
It comes out.
You know, it comes
Yep.
back with a bang.
Yes.
So I think that's what has happened with women. The women were suppressed for
Suppressed.
so long that they have just sprung up. So now
Yes.
they're still, you know, in that springy stage. So they are
Right.
not here, they are not here, they're somewhere
in
here.
the middle.
They're
Yeah.
in the middle. You know,
Yes.
this generation, the current period of time is where a woman is here. She's
Yeah.
not totally grounded. She's not able to be totally grounded. This height might differ. Some people are there.
There,
Some
yeah.
people are closer to the earth, maybe,
Yes.
but nobody is on earth.
Yes. Yeah.
For sure. Right, for sure.
Exactly.
Wow.
You're right.
Did I ever think that this was the kind of conversation I'll be having with you today?
Even I also didn't thought of it. You know, I mean
See?
that, you know, we will be talking about all this because you know, when
No, we
what-
talk about, you're that kind of a complete fun, bubbly, you
Right.
know, over the top fun girl, all right. And we were talking about colors and we were taking pictures behind the
Pictures,
scenes.
yeah.
And we were having so much fun. And
Yeah,
we thought,
and now we are on very serious topic.
and we actually spoke
Yeah.
about one of the most serious topics ever.
Yeah.
But I swear I had so much fun talking about it with you, I must say.
Yeah, I guess, you know, this is just a message.
Such an
you know, we are.
important message
Yeah.
through you know, that came out today. See, that's why I keep saying in my show, every single person that comes here and sits on this chair has something so different. You know, I was talking about colors and, you know, this is what is colors of life.
Yeah, right.
Everything is a different color.
Yes.
You know, some people like only black, some people like only white, but there's so much of gray in the middle,
Gray
so
also.
many other colors
Black
in
and
the
white, yeah.
middle, right? Blues and violets and pinks and greens,
Yeah.
and we have all kinds of colors, and everything has its own beauty. And today what we talked about has so much of beauty in itself, because this was something that we were talking about ourselves from deep inside.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So many women, I am sure, will connect with you. So many women will connect with me. There are some people who had backgrounds like me. There will be some people who had backgrounds like you.
Like me,
And
yeah.
but every woman definitely would have been either or.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody will relate to what we are talking, and most importantly, the beauty is that we were even able to talk about what we should do with our kids today. Right?
Right.
Among all the other things that we are doing
Yeah.
anyway, this talk with them, you know?
Talk with them, be friendly with them.
Yes.
And you know, it's very important, you know, just, you know, be always around with them, so that, you know, they never feel that, you know, they can't talk to their parents.
Correct. Mother or father.
Yeah, mother
And both.
yeah.
Both.
Yes.
You know, because only when any kid talks to both, I feel that's my advantage in so many ways, because I was as free with my mom as I was with my dad.
Dad. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so that's why. And what my dad used to tell me about something that I spoke with him, and what my mom used to say, they were both different. So I always got perspectives from a man and from a woman.
And yes. Yeah.
You know, so I feel many times that, you know, that's a very nice thing that happened to me, that I get perspectives of both the men and the women. So, you know, your child, however close or not so close, they'll always pick mommy or daddy.
Mommy,
One will
and-
be a little extra closer, right? I know that happens. But I feel even in today's world, if the dads, all the dads that are listening, all right, they can also talk to their daughters and give them a perspective.
I guess daughters are more closer to their dads.
They
I
are, but
mean, even I also, I
extremely.
mean, I was very much close to my dad and my mom also, but I was closer to my dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That I was very close to both of them, I must say. But my dad talked about a few things that actually now I understand that, you know, because I was always round. I was always round. And
Okay,
once my
yeah.
mom just teased me about it.
Okay.
And he was very mad at her.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, she's my biggest fan. I mean, nobody can love me more than my
Oh,
mom.
wow.
But still, you know, she teased me about me being fat, and my dad was very mad at her, and I was like, Daddy, why are you, you know, getting so mad? I was not very young at that time. I was about 19, 20.
Okay.
You know, I
and
was
you were
a-
fat at that
I was
age?
always, I was
nice.
fat right from when I was 10.
Okay.
You know, I've been like this. All right, I didn't change the, you know,
Yeah.
shape. I remained round. Okay, so I was always round. So I had done that. And then I was like, I went to Daddy and said, Daddy, why did you get so mad at Mummy? That too in front of other people, you know? Ab badi ho rahi ho, right? So I was
Yeah.
like, what was wrong? Mummy is my fan. She's just kidding me. I know what she means, okay? So she was just joking, so that's okay. So he said, okay, all that jokes apart, and whatever, okay, I'll tell your mom sorry, because I was like, you have to tell Mommy sorry. You know, why did you
Yeah,
talk to her like
right.
that, all right? I mean, in a nice way only, but Daddy, why did you make Mommy feel like that and all that? So he said, okay, you listen to me, okay? I want you to know one thing once and for all. We will not
Okay.
talk about this again.
All
And he
right.
said, okay, I'm your daddy, but I'm also a man, correct? I said, yes, you are. And he goes, okay, so let me tell you something. You are an extremely, extremely beautiful girl.
I knew this was coming.
Right? Yeah. I mean, just imagine.
Yeah.
All right. He said, you are an extremely beautiful girl, just the way you are. Okay?
Yes.
I want you to never forget it.
Yeah.
Okay? He told me, never forget it, and never let anybody else make you believe otherwise. You know?
And you were still, you know, remembering his name, his lines.
You know what?
spoken for you?
Because now I know the meaning so much better. At that time, I was pretty naive.
Yeah.
You know, I really thought unbindas. Okay, I never cared about what was my shape and how were the other girls looking and what I was wearing everything I want. I am the queen and I'm walking. Okay.
Yeah.
But after I grew up, I know, all right. I mean, I'm fat, I'm dark, I'm short. I mean, this is not the best definition for beautiful, according to India, for sure. Okay,
Kind
but
of.
not that it ever brought me thinking otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm always saying I'm the best. Okay, I've been like that, but I'm thinking now when we were talking about this that maybe all those things that Daddy said also mattered, right? See, they go into your head.
Definitely.
Isn't it?
Definitely.
They
yeah.
are part of your psyche.
Right.
You
yeah.
know, maybe that's why I continue to forever.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Believe.
that statement made you more confident.
Maybe. You
Yeah.
know, I was a confident child, but maybe there must have been some sensitivity inside, right? Every kid has it.
Yeah.
Every human being has it.
Right.
It's not as if I don't realize how I am. I tend to accept myself the way I am. All right, and I told myself very clearly, Vani, do you
That's
want
great.
to, what do you want to compromise on? You know, you
Okay.
want to look like, that shape, or do you like food better? I said food better.
It's so much
Clarity.
fun, knowing about you, Vani. Honestly. Yeah.
I mean, I just told myself, what do I want? Food. Okay, I don't want to compromise on that. All right, जाने दो because बाकी का confidence तो वैसा ही है, right? All I need is me to feel that I'm beautiful. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks anywhere, right?
Right,
The
yeah.
most important thing is for you to feel beautiful about yourself. Who is anybody to tell me whether
Yes.
I am or I am not?
That's the most important feelings, one person must have in their mind and inside.
Exactly. So when you have that, you don't care about anything else.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
You are the best.
Yeah.
I am the best.
Yes, we all say we are the best. Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, girl. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
among all the different colors that I've experienced on this was again one of the most beautiful color because this was so personal again.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was a new color because I never ever got to speak about it. I never ever knew about it. I never even uttered a word about it in my life.
I guess nobody, brings this topic in media much.
or anywhere.
And I guess it just
It's
started
not
between
about
you and me.
media.
I guess
Exactly. This is just between you and me. Who was thinking about the camera that was sitting? Right? So thank you. Okay, thank you
Vani.
so much. There's so much more to know about you, I know, but
Same here.
nowadays we are getting caught in some things and they are so interesting that we're just going with them. I know that you're into events and you love modeling and that's what you're doing now. You're
Yes, I
having
am.
a great time.
Yes,
Right? You're
I'm
doing
having my event on 2nd of March.
I know,
Yeah.
and by the time people will be watching our show, your event must be
Over.
But you know what? I can't wait to be there. You invited me, and I'm like so excited about it.
I'm looking forward to you.
I'm definitely going to be there.
Yes.
Okay, and you're introducing some glow in the dark colors, etc. And I am super excited.
Actually,
about that.
my event name is Glow in the Night Hour.
Yes, glow
Yeah,
in the
so
night.
it's all glowy around
Glowy,
me
glowy.
because I'm also like this. Yeah, it's always glowing
glitter,
and
glittering,
glittering.
glowing. So that's so beautiful, and I'm sure you have so many other events coming up all the time.
Yes.
All right, and we would all love to be a part of it because
Sure.
it's fun, right?
Thank you.
Creating
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
fun for people is such a nice thing to do.
Behind every event we do, it's lot of hard
Love.
work is
And lot of
hidden.
love.
Lot of work,
Work.
love,
Yes.
and
yes,
lot
it's
of
a labor
things.
of love.
Yeah.
Right? These
Yes.
events are definitely a
Yeah,
labor
labor
of your love.
yeah.
Alrighty, so lovely. Alright, so glad to know about you. And sometimes you don't really have to know too many things to know about you, right? You know one thing
One
very
thing,
clearly,
yes.
and we know everything about
Yeah.
you as a
Right, yeah.
person, right? So it was gorgeous meeting you.
Same
okay?
here, Vani. It's my pleasure that you invited me. I'm
My
so
pleasure,
happy,
totally.
so
I like to
lucky.
take that entire pleasure myself. Okay, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Vani.
All the very best with all your events, all right? And I want you to believe and understand that we are all a family. UVW women are all
Yeah.
a family. It is
Yes,
for every
we
woman
are.
around us,
Yeah.
okay? So we're all a family holding each other's hands, okay?
Yes.
And this might sound too very cliche, but I personally am not feeling it, because every woman that I'm meeting here is building a bond that I don't think can break.
It won't break.
Because of the
will
kind of
never break.
deepest, from our deepest heart, when we start talking to somebody, it's not possible for you to break that connection.
Yeah.
How will
True.
you?
No.
It doesn't break.
It will
All
never
right.
happen.
Yes, but we definitely have to take a break at this point of time, because we're all up for time. It was total pleasure knowing you, and I think your beauty is again inside out. You're glowing
Thank
inside
you.
your heart as brightly as you're glowing out there.
Thank you,
All right,
Vani.
stay beautiful, stay
you.
glowing. Okay, thank you so very much for being
Thank
here,
you.
and all the very, very best for all your events coming up.
Events,
All right.
yes.
So you, as a part of United Voice of Women, want to do this with me? You.
Okay.
Okay. You.
You.
We.
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 Oh, we.
We. This is down, and these have to go up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah. Antlers. Yeah.
We.
We. W.
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 I made it.
Yes. So
That
that
was like
is calling a wrap for United Voice of Women today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. And please do take away what I'm taking away today about being able to talk to our sons and daughters about how we do not want to ever be hurting another human being. And I think this is a beautiful thing that we discussed today. All right, it's so
It was,
important for us
yeah.
to teach our children. Don't just take it for granted that they know it, or they would build it up from somewhere somehow. We as parents, let's do it today.
Today.
Okay,
Right now.
so till I see you next week, I want you to stay beautiful, keep smiling, take care of yourself, and do not forget, I love you.